and welcome to another one of my videos. Today I'll be drawing a snow angel. On my phone here I have a little bit of a reference just to help me just kind of get body proportions and stuff. So I'm going to get started. Today is a little bit of a dreary day outside, so it's a good art day, I guess. So this is just my real quick sketch. It's going to be a bunch of like lines. So you can see I'm starting to get a body image down. So I'm doing kind of, again, like kind of an anime angel. So this is where I kind of want the wings. It's kind of Christmas time now, so I thought it would be a good idea to draw something like this. So let's see how it turns out. So I was drawing on this tablet for another drawing, and I couldn't figure out what was wrong with the picture and like why the pen was working kind of funky, and I couldn't figure it out. Well, apparently, so I have a Huion canvas. I have a Huion canvas, the big one, the 22-inch, and I purchased this one, the Huion canvas 16 that I'm using now, is a 16 Pro. And I guess when I had purchased this one, well, I had never used it on this computer, and so I didn't install any drivers or anything on it to update the drivers. Well, so that's why like it was kind of funky, and so that's why I posted a picture of what I was drawing that day on my Instagram, but I ended up not posting it, or not posting the video, because I was very unhappy with the picture, and so I sort of just let that one go. Well, now that I figured out that it was probably the drivers, it was the drivers that was messing me up, I actually went back and installed the proper drivers, and I was like, okay, that's the problem. It's totally working now. So it was, apparently it was a mess up by user, but it was not working very well. Like the pen was doing funky stuff, and then the which I heard when this thing actually came out originally, that it was having some mess ups and they'd fixed it. So I'm assuming that that was kind of back then. I don't know what to give her for hair. This is kind of something I don't know what to do. Giving her some bangs, maybe. I don't know. I don't know what I want to do. But I'm glad that I fixed that, because it was kind of annoying and it really wasn't drawing very well. And so, yeah, super happy with how it's coming out now. I mean, it's a lot better than it was. So, I don't know what I want to do. I actually didn't think this far. Like, I just wanted to draw an angel, and I'm like, what do I do now? I don't know. Sometimes I get these ideas and I really need to think more through them. Maybe I should just part her hair to the side. Let's see. Maybe we'll just do something like that. and just make it easy because I don't know what to do. Just give her long flowing hair, and it's windy. Yeah, let's do that. So because it's like almost Christmas time, I've been totally like indulging in hot chocolate. And there's nothing better than marshmallows and hot chocolate. I'm totally not trying to sell y'all on this, but the marshmallows that are already melted, I don't know, it's like the liquid marshmallow stuff you get in a container. I don't know what it's called. I totally buy that stuff and use it, and I love it. It's the best. So in my drawings, I really love to draw flowing hair. So I really sometimes will draw a lot of extra strands because I think hair, like adding extra hair, really can make your picture really pop. So I don't know. Her wings are kind of small wings. I don't know if I should make them bigger or if I should just keep them small. They're kind of cute. Also, her head's kind of disproportionate a little bit. I'm gonna erase this. So I'm trying to do like kind of like a fluffy thing at the top, kind of like a Santa Claus fluffy, I don't know what you call it. Christmas! It's called Christmas. That's what it's called. Christmas fluff. Because you need fluff in Christmas, right? I mean, I know I do. I love the fluffy boots time. Always do. But of course, I'm always that kind of girl who likes fluffy, furry. Now, I like furry boots. I don't do full, none of that. But I do have, I do like fur stuff. Her head's not proportionate. We're going to liquefy it. Let's make this easier on me. Is that the blur tool? There we go. Now! Sometimes, so when I first started drawing with, what is it doing? What is that? No, stop. You know what, we're just going to erase. So I'm just so used to Procreate. This is Clip Studio Paint. I used to draw a lot with Clip Studio Paint, but as of late, I have been drawing more on Procreate. So now I kind of know Procreate a lot better than I do Clip Studio Paint. But that's okay. We're just relearning this program. Yeah, I've got a lot of random lines. I don't like that. Let's do it like here. I'm gonna refine a lot of this too. I draw a lot of lines to kind of see where I want to actually do my line art. That looks a little bit better. Started raining outside. Ugh. Why is it white? I don't want it white. Here we go. So when I draw wings, one of the things that I draw is when you're drawing a wing, typically I usually I draw multiple feather layers. So if you're drawing any sort of wings, I recommend drawing a few feather layers. And what I mean by that is like, so we have kind of a top row up here, and then you have another row here of feathers, and then you have your last row. So like maybe 2 or 3 rows of feathers. That way, it's not just, I mean, you can do it anyway. There's multiple ways of making wings. This is just to me the way that I find it appealing, and it just, to me, I like the look better. I don't know if that makes any sense, but it's makes the wings look fuller and fluffier. And then also you kind of want to make them a little bit more three-dimensional, so they're not, so the feathers don't sit flat on top of each other. You can draw it like how I'm drawing it out here, and then I have some of the feathers going here. That way it looks like the feather's not just sticking to the other feathers. But then sometimes, like, I don't know, like this kind of looks a little bit too fluffy, so I might kind of make it, condense it down a little bit. And then I might draw like some feathers. Kind of falling off of the wings, or this one needs to go somewhere else. How about there? Okay, let's do that. Maybe not. Let's put it about like right there. No, I don't know. Where do we put it? Maybe like right there. Trying to give the eye a little bit of randomness so it's not too uniform. Makes the drawing a little bit more interesting. There we go. All right. So I draw these lines sometimes as reference. It helps me see where I want the nose and the eyes. I think. Let me see. How do I want to draw this? Now I I tend to draw pretty big eyes. It's just who I am. Hmm. You know, it's not that I'm trying to get out of drawing hands. That's not what I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to figure out how to make her kind of pose her a little bit. So it's kind of how what's happening. I might move that hand though. Why is it not doing it? Okay. Hmm. No, that's not right. I do struggle with hands, to be honest with you guys, but I am getting better at it. So, and I'm not afraid to draw them. Mm-hmm. How about we do something a little bit different? she's so cute. So with anime, you can kind of get away with drawing bigger proportions, bigger heads, bigger what, I mean, typically. Hands, not so much. You kind of I mean, it's better to draw them smaller in anime than rather than bigger. I think. I think they look dumb if they're too big, so I tried to avoid drawing them too big. So now I'm going to kind of refine the hair. Yeah, as you can tell in this stage, it's a lot of erasing, it's a lot of just drawing, and then if I don't like it, I change it up, and then drawing over my lines, darker lines if I like a particular line to indicate that that's where I'm going to draw my line art. Now, sometimes you can do multiple line art phases. I typically just do one. After I'm done with my sketch, I typically just do one and then erase what I don't like. But I don't know. I mean, I guess that's kind of cute. Let's see. Let's do... I didn't like where her shoulder was. Oh! See, I don't know why it does that sometimes. See, why does it do that? I don't know why it does that. It's like the computer. It's probably my computer, not just the program. I don't like this liquify tool. And it's probably nothing to do with their end because I've used it before and it was fine. I just think it's probably either like my computer or something. I don't know why it's not working. Either way, it's easy. We can just erase. So I'll have her. Let me erase a little bit there. There we go. Oh, it's so cute. I love it. So So in art, something that I typically do with art, and it makes it, I think, a little bit more appealing, is to use round and also straight edges. So like if you can see in her hair up here, I'm using like a straight edge, and but even though it's kind of giving the appearance of being rounded, I'm not using too many round lines. So this is kind of adding a little bit more style to my piece. Is these straight lines, and then it's still kind of rounded. I'm going to give her one feather here. Let me add it there. We're going to erase this line. There we go. I think she's cute. So kawaii. So like some of my favorite feathers in this in anime comes from Clamp, the makers of Chobits, and like those mangas. They make such pretty feathers, and oh, I just love it. I love it. I don't know if I like that feather there. I don't know if I like it there. What do I do with you, feather? Maybe just put it right there. There we go. Oops. There we go. Okay, so next let's do the line art. Okay. So this one, I'm gonna lower the opacity just a little bit, and then we're going to do the line art over it. I don't know. So to give an appearance of the hair kind of folding in itself, you can create these lines and loops. Make it look kind of curled. There we go. Sometimes I get like super bored of working on one area, so sometimes I go back and work on other areas too. And then I'll go back to the other area I was working on previously. I'm gonna have to fix that hand. Too dark. There we go. Work on some fluff stuff. I just get so distracted. I'm like, if I don't like something, I'm like, I gotta fix it. So the next phase is refining these lines. Maybe adding more to them if I want to. fix her face right here a little bit. There we go. So with the feathers, sometimes I'll add extra lines in the wings, just to make it a little bit more interesting. There we go. So far, I do like it. Let's see if I can. Yeah, it's cute. So this is the first part of the snow angel. The next part will be to color it. Typically, I make sure that line art is where I want it to be in this stage, but sometimes I do go back a little bit and add a little bit more line art as I'm coloring, because if I don't like something, I might change it. But in this stage, these two stages pretty much are the sketch and the line art. And let me see. So So again, kind of with this line art, I'm getting a little bit more used to, I'm getting a little bit more used to this program. On Procreate, I'm a little bit more cleaner than in Clip Studio, just because in Procreate, I've learned how to be a little bit more cleaner in their program, but I think as I get used to this program, the line art will get a little bit cleaner than it is now. So I'm sorry if it looks kind of messy in some regard, but in Procreate, when you hold down, it makes the lines look a little bit cleaner. So you click or you basically hold it, it will make the line look a lot cleaner. And I think that helps me a lot more when I'm trying to make clean lines than in Clip Studio. Because I don't know if there's a feature in Clip Studio where I can do that yet, or do something similar like in Procreate. I haven't seen anything like that in this. The only thing I've seen it is you can create straight lines with the straight line tool, but I haven't seen where you can just click and hold and it will create those straight lines. So it may not be a feature, it may be a feature, and I just need to fix that in my program. I don't know. But since I don't know of that feature here, it kind of makes it a little bit more messier. The good thing about Clip Studio and this program is that I'm drawing on a pretty decent sized canvas, and also the pen reacts very well to my strokes, and that's the thing that I really like about this particular functionality and program. And that is kind of something that Procreate is just different. The feel is a little bit different than with the Huion tablet. The feel is a little bit different. It's just going to be a little bit different experience. So if someone is starting to draw in digital art, you might like the Huion experience with Clip Studio. I actually, when I first started, I liked the Huion experience a little bit more than the. I use an iPad now. I use an iPad with the iPad Air, one of the iPad Airs, and basically the Procreate on there, I didn't like it at first because I didn't really know how to use it, and now that I know how to use it and I've gotten a lot better at it, this program's been a little bit more difficult for me to get, but I think with time it'll get easier. I mean, I'm pretty happy with this. This is something I'm pretty happy with. As far as getting back into this program, and now that I've actually updated it, it's a little bit easier to use now because before it was all over the place. So this, I've thoroughly enjoyed making this, and I'm glad I gave it another shot because I wasn't sure if I was gonna actually be filming with this program since it really wasn't working for me last time. But since I've got it working this time, I probably continue filming with it. But just kind of giving her little outfit a little bit of flair to it, just to give it a little bit more be a little bit more dynamic, a little bit different, a little more catchy. But I don't know how I'm gonna do the eyes because typically I draw them with color, so we'll see how I might change a little bit of this. But this is pretty much where my stopping point is for this video. Thank you guys for watching. This has been a lot of fun drawing this and trying to relearn this, and I'm actually very happy with how it turned out. So the next portion will be the color, and thank you guys for watching. See you next time.